Hi, we're here at J Street Recorders in Sacramento. This is the personal studio of Brian Wheat, the bassist for Tesla, and this is also where Tesla records, and it's also where the big break session is going to be held. Now, we've said that this is a world-class studio, and there's many reasons why it is, and we're going to take a little bit of a tour here and show you some examples of exactly why that is. So I'm here in the control room, and it's called that because this is where everything is controlled from, whether musicians are recorded out in the main room or they're recorded here in the control room alongside the producer and the engineer. So there's a lot of special things about this room. The most obvious thing right away is the equipment. You can see it all around me here and in back of me. And we're going to show you some of this equipment and exactly kind of cover just somewhat what it does. Now over here, this is the console. This is a Neve 8128 recording console. This model has been around for generations. It's a classic console. Similar boards have been used by groups like The Who and Fleetwood Mac to record. It's known as a very musical console, and you'll see why during the session. This is the year 2016, however, and it's great to have a nice recording console like this that gets a great sound, but we need to be digital. So, of course, in any studio like this, you're going to find Pro Tools, and Brian has a setup over here that has 32 input tracks and 48 output tracks. It intermeshes with the console. The console uses flying faders, and you can actually see them move by themselves during the recording and the mixing while they're being controlled by Pro Tools. Now back here is the Outboard Rack. You can see that basically it's a collection of a lot of small specialized processors and amplifiers, compressors, effects units, all kinds of stuff. Some of this stuff is 30 years old and some of this is brand new. Some of it's digital and some of it's analog, but it all has a purpose and it's used to process the sound in different ways depending on what you're looking for. One other piece of equipment that's essential to a recording session like this are speakers. You have to listen to the sound on something, and there are various speakers around inside the control room. Over here by the Pro Tools setup, there's a couple of pair. Here by the Neve console, there's another pair. And back here, there's another large pair that's actually attached to the walls. So when you're mixing or recording, you need to hear various speakers because people listen to them on various speakers all over the world. So you have to be able to reference different types of speakers to make sure that on very large or very small speakers, very close or very far away speakers, that it's always going to sound the way you want it to.